Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a branded dude. Today's video, guys, I decided to just try do a new video, not just a replay. Recently there was the YCS Birmingham. I think it was, last weekend, depending on when I upload this video. But yeah, I know it's a bit late, but I decided let's actually talk about this one branded player who managed to come top 32 at the YCS Birmingham, and that's pretty impressive. That YCS, there was a lot of Ryzeal, obviously Malice. Even though Fire King did end up winning the matchup, Ryzeal, Malice, there was Atlantean. Most of the decks we most probably were expecting to have a large representation at the YCS, but Branded was there, guys. Branded top 32. Shout out to the player. He really played well, came top 32, and honestly, guys, it shows you that Branded is still a really good deck. It's just a good deck, guys. Come on, this deck can still top. Okay, it just takes someone who really knows the deck well, and obviously one good pilot as well. So yeah, guys, I decided let's actually go over the matchup, the feature match. Where Branded was going up against Fiendsmith Ryzeal. What I like about this is that this was not a Branded list that was playing the lock. Okay, I think the Branded player, he was playing a deck. It wasn't a 60 card deck. I think it was maybe 50 to 45. Between that number, I think it was just, okay, well, let's say 40 to 50. It was between 40 to 50 cards. He was playing the Dear Servant. So, yeah, guys, I decided let's watch this replay and see how this Branded player managed to win this matchup against this Ryzeal Fiendsmith player. As you know, just something different from just the usual dueling book gameplay. So, yeah, guys, let's watch about it. So I just want to make sure the volume is not that crazy high for you guys. So yeah, so here I believe the Branded player won and he chose to go first. So yeah, Ryzeal Fiendsmith, they play a lot of hand traps, and yeah, Fiendsmith engine and Ryzeal stuff. So let's see how the Branded player manages to actually go through it. So it appears that he starts off with high spirits. I'm assuming this most probably would be in the draw phase, because we do need to be worried about draw and stuff. So yeah, let me just actually put up the speed. Nope, that's not the speed. Can put it there. So yeah, he starts with high spirit showing Albion, and he's going to send the other Albion, the Branded Dragon, to add Quim to hand. Here I was a bit concerned, like why we, obviously I don't know what's in his hand, but it was a bit surprising when I was watching this feature match why he added Quim. But let's see how it unfolds. So some Quim effect here. So now opponent does chain Imperm on Quim, which can be devastating. Getting hit with Imperm on Quim can hurt. But yeah, the Branded player then starts off with the Albion. So now we know that he's playing more than one Albion. The Shrouded, most probably playing 3 in his deck. So I guess here he was trying to just normal summon Quim, send Retribution, and then the Albion in hand would dump the Branded Fusion. That was most probably the play he was going for here. But obviously Imperming Quim stopped that. So anyways, Albion the Shrouded dumps a full line of Owlbear. So we have a Owlbear's name engraved. Well, now we have 2. And he's going to resolve the effect to draw a card. We don't know what he draws there, but we do see he has a Branded in red and a Dear Servant, I think. Yeah, so he starts off with the Dear Servant. Here the opponent doesn't have Ash Blossom. So I think if the Ryzeal player did have Ash Blossom, it would have been a tough situation for the Branded player. So Nadir Servant sends Garura, and he's going to add Maximus to hand, and Garura obviously is going to get him a draw there. So yeah, guys, Nadir Servant package, it is really good. The only downside is that Nadir Servant does lock you out of summoning after you activate that card's effect. Like, it locks you out of the extra deck for the rest of the turn, and sometimes as a Branded player you do kind of need your end phase. Basically, like, if you could try to perform a fusion summon at end phase, that really comes up quite a bit. So anyways, here opponent banishes Garura to summon Maximus and activates effect, and that is actually going to resolve. So yeah, he sends Titan Declared and Runbrim. The Ryzeal player sends Agnum Day and Desiree. So this is pretty good. Desiree is going to trigger its effect, basically to send a card on the field to grave. So that's decent. He has good cards to send off Nadir package, and that ends up being an interruption, breaking the board a bit. Opponent then activates Fusion Deployment. So I guess maybe that must have been a card he drew into. Yeah, it definitely was a card he drew into. Otherwise, he would have started with Fusion Deployment pretty early. But the Ryzeal player does drop the Fualos, and so he's going to get a draw. So obviously, we are going to summon Cartesia here. But remember, we are locked out of the extra deck for this turn. But, we're just setting up our board so that we can play during the Ryzeal player's turn. So yeah, guys, I think he has a branded in red in his hand. I'm not sure what the other card in his hand is, but I think that's pretty much going to end his turn because he is locked out of the extra deck. So there's not much he can do. So he sets a card, which I believe must be branded in red if I saw the cards in his hand correctly. So I think here attempts to tries to go to the end phase. And if any of you guys did see this feature match before, you know what's following up here. But yeah, so the Ryzeal player, end of main, he is going to activate a Magnum Hut, which is crazy. He's going to target Albion branded in his graveyard, which is crazy. And Magnum Hut is going to activate its effect to get a search, which will obviously resolve because, you know, we don't, brand players, we most probably don't have a way, like any hand traps or anything of that sort, besides Droplet, I guess, if you ever held on to it. And then opponent Ryzeal player activates another Bestial targeting the Titaniclad. So this is quite rough. Both fusions, Albion and Titaniclad, which are like the best fusions to have in your graveyard until the end phase, where you can resolve the effects. Both of those being banished is quite rough for the brand player. So yeah, the brand player has nothing, passes turn, and in the end phase, Magnemite gets a search. So he searches Jerusalem. So this is crazy. You know, two bestials, getting rid of your graveyard fusions in your grave, so it stops you from even building up a board. So yeah, honestly, you most probably think this brand player most probably is a rough spot. Let's see how it goes. So the opponent draws for turn. So the brand player does have one card in his hand. He has a Cartesia and the Unknown Set card. He does have a Rinbrim in his graveyard, and he has an Albaz. So you know that could come up at some point. So opponent Ryzeal player starts with Gnome Summon Lacrima. I think I can actually boost up the speed to yeah, let's actually go here. So Lacrima is going to send Engraver. And then what happens next? We have, okay, whatever the case is, but you know, Fiendsmith Ryzeal, so he's most probably going to start with Fiendsmith Engine. Fiendsmith Engine, compared to Mitsurugi, I think the Fiendsmith variant of Ryzeal is actually a lot better than the Mitsurugi variant, because Fiendsmith Engine has a way to like break your board a bit and force out interruptions here and there compared to Mitsurugi. So anyways, opponent does go Cartesia effect on resolution, summoning Grand Gugno. Grand Gugno will trigger its effect to Foolish Burial a monster. I'm not sure what he dumps here, I kind of forgot, but we'll see what he dumps. Oh, he's looking at the extra deck. So is it I don't know what's worth to send in the extra deck, to be honest. There's nothing really there. So okay, he sends Serenia, then Serenia effect will trigger, but now we know that opponent, if the Ryzeal player does have talents or thrust in his hand, those cards are live now. So yeah, a lot of Ryzeal players are playing talents. Yeah, they are playing talents, so you got to be careful nowadays, because talents, yeah, if they can take your monster and change it to attack, you gave them a body just to deal a lot of damage to you. So yeah, opponent here, for some reason, it was weird how the Ryzeal player did not activate Bowdrake's effect here. I don't know why. Most probably he was saving Bowdrake's effect, the one where he can banish a special summon monster from the extra deck. Most probably he was saving it for maybe like Mirror Jade or something, but I guess he didn't see any reason to use it on Grand Gugno. I think it would have been a good option for him to actually use Bodrake to banish this. Really could have been, but he didn't, so yeah, it is what it is. He most probably is saving it maybe for another monster, or maybe he wanted bodies on the field so he can, you know, I don't know, link, fusion, synchro, which he does here. So if you synchro summon with using Lacrima and Mag, which basically means now the Chaos Angel has both protection. So synchro monsters are unaffected by our activated monster effects, and also monsters he control cannot be destroyed by battle. So Chain Link 1, Chaos Angel is targeting Grand Gugno, I think, to banish it. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's doing that. And the brand player does chain Droplet. But because what's going to happen here, the brand player is going to go Chain Link 3 Rinbrim. I think, okay, not Chain Link 3. So on resolution, since Chaos Angel is no longer has those protections, I think, I don't know what the Ryzeal player is going to do. We're going to see what he does here. So we know he did normal summon Lacrima. So obviously it depends on whether he has a Ryzeal card in his name. I mean, Ryzeal name in his hand. Sorry about that. Let me just boost this up to 2. This is at 2, yeah. The branded player does go Grand Gugno now, because Fiendsmith Engraver did trigger its effect to summon itself, and he's going to go Chainlink to Rinbrim to reborn Albaz. But remember now, because the brand player does not have a a monster on the field, even though the Ryzeal player has a Jerusalem in his hand, that Jerusalem cannot activate as a quick effect. So this was good. This is really good here. The fact that, okay, unfortunately the the Ryzeal player should have used Jerusalem to banish the Grand Gugno before he gave it the opportunity to activate its effect. But it is what it is. Anyways, Grand Gugno Chainlink 1 on resolution of Engraver's effect to summon itself, and then Chainlink 2 Renbrim. So this is obviously going to resolve unless the opponent had Kobai or Bell. So yeah, Albaz gets fusion, and then Grand Gugno is going to summon from the extra deck Proskinion. So this is interesting. Proskinion. I don't play Proskinion in my deck, so this was interesting to see. But I get it. Proskinion, you can either banish an extra deck monster in your opponent's graveyard, or you can steal the monster from the graveyard, the extra deck monster specifically. You can't steal like even the monsters in main deck. It has to be something from the extra deck. So yeah, summons up Proskinion. It's a big boy, 3200 attack, and now Albaz is going to activate effect, discarding the high spirits in his hand using Chaos Angel. So this is good. Now Mirrorjade hits the field, even though we got hit with the 2 bestials, and then obviously we didn't get to activate Branded Fusion, so we managed to still set up Mirrorjade. Starlight Mirrorjade over there, people, in case you don't know. Damn, man is balling. This was one high rarity branded deck, I will say that. So here I believe the branded player on resolution was going to use Proskinion, targeting the Chaos Angel to steal, which the Ryzeal player does go Chainlink to Jerusalem, banishing the Chaos Angel. So branded player was not given the Chaos Angel at all. So yeah, we forced that out. Now branded player does go Mirrorjade effect, banishing Engravers, because Lacrima was normal summoned. Engraver, yeah, used its effect to summon itself, so I guess was just trying to stop him from getting access to his Fiendsmith engine. Now the Ryzeal player, I do believe he special summons Ice by sending Jerusalem, Chainlink 1 Ice, Chainlink 2 Jerusalem to send Proskinion, which resolves. We have nothing to that. We don't have a Luba in graveyard to trigger to summon itself. So X gets summoned, X gets summons itself by sending Eclipse, and now he goes into Dual Drive. Dual Drive is going to use the effect to search. Obviously you're going to search the field spell, and I think he will search Node here. Yeah, I think he will search Node. Let's see, does he search Node or does he search Sword? Okay, he searches Node, yeah. Searches Node. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, X couldn't use its on summon search effect because Boldrake was on the field there, so that's why he doesn't have Sword in his hand. Anyways, he special summons Node because Xyz is in the grave, which is Eclipse Twin, and now he's going to use his effect to reborn Ice. I think here Brown player doesn't have any interruption, so anyways the Ryzeal player then overlays into Detonator, on summon effect to equip attach Eclipse Twin, so it's at 3000 attack. And now here let's see what the right. I think he attempts to enter battle phase. Yeah, okay, change Boldrake to attack, and now he's going to enter battle phase. He attacks Mirrorjade. Now Mirrorjade will trigger its effect to end phase pop, and now the Ryzeal player does use the Ryzeal field spell to negate Mirrorjade, but I'm not sure. I think what would have been better, he should have just let it resolve, and then remember, like, Detonator can basically protect itself from destruction, so you could have just detached material from there. But I don't know, you could have just sacrificed the Boldrake for that. I'm not sure. I mean, I would have done that, but it is what it is. Oh well, it's fine. Anyways, yeah, so Boldrake attacks with 2/5, but the Ryzeal player doesn't have anything further. Oh, sorry, no, he has the effect of the field spell to shuffle back X and Ice. Yeah, X and Ice to draw a card. So who knows? Maybe he draws into a hand trap or something. Depends on if he sets or keeps it in hand. I am not sure what I saw there, but I don't think it's a hand trap. I don't think he drew into a hand trap there, so he passes turn. Now, I think in the brand play, he does have quite a few effects. A High Spirits is going to add to hand. Cartesian is going to add to hand. And then we're also going to have Albion. I think Albion was sent, yeah. Albion, the effect. So here's the thing. You could have, the Ryzeal player could have saved the Ryzeal cross negate effect for that Albion fusions effect and end phase. So that's what you should have. You shouldn't have used the Ryzeal field spell to negate Mirrorjade's end phase pop. Really shouldn't have done that. I mean, your Detonator is going to be protected anyway, so could have saved that field spell for that fusion. But yeah, so yeah, Albion, the branded's effect to search or set a brand spell or trap. He sets brand banishment. Now, brand banishment is a really good trap against Ryzeal because remember, Detonators are light. Well, mainly Detonators issue. So Detonators are light, so you could use it as a fusion material if possible. So Banishment, yeah, Banishment is a really good trap card to play in Branded. Honestly, it really is. Comes in clutch. Brand player draws for turn. I think he drew into a Branded loss there. But obviously, Detonator is an issue, so we need to take care of that. So he activates Branded Banishment, targeting Quem. So now here, Ryzeal player doesn't have interruption, so we're going to banish Quem and Detonator to go into Quiritus. So this Branded player is playing Proskinion and Quiritus in his extra deck. So, unfortunately, this guy, the Brand player did not release his deck list, and also we're not sure what exactly is in his extra deck, but now we know that there is Priscinion and Quiritus. But yeah, the Ryzeal player decides, this is enough, there's not much he can do. I'm not sure why. Eclipse Twin was there, but yeah, he didn't have a second Xyz monsters to trigger Eclipse Twin's effect in grave, but maybe the card in hand most probably wasn't a Ryzeal card. Maybe he had no follow-up, so I guess, we had 3 cards in our hand, so we were in a good position, and yeah, I guess that was not enough for the Ryzeal player. So yeah, Brandon did take game number 1, and now we just hop into game number 2. So Ryzeal player is gonna go first here, so let's see how it goes. So Ryzeal player is starting with Engraver, searching track tool, send Lurry summon itself, link into Requiem. Now we can see Requiem effect summon Lacrima. Now as a brand player, you most probably, good chance brand player is not playing any hand traps. There are some branded builds that do play hand traps, but yeah, this branded player was not playing any hand traps, so he's just going to sit and watch and see what board the Ryzeal player does end on. So yeah, so now Lacrima send Engraver, a second copy, and now normal summon Sword. I think he normal summon Sword. Yeah, normal summon Sword effect. I'm not sure if Sword has that on summon effect. I think it does. Might be wrong, guys. If not, apologies. Then he links off into Sequence. Now he's going to use Sequence effect, which I don't think, yeah. So yeah, that's going to go uninterrupted. No Bestials or Bell. None of that. Goes into Desiree. Then he's going to link off into Agnum Day. Yeah, obviously Agnum Day. And now, okay, did we normal summon? I think we normal summon Sword. So yeah, we did normal summon Sword. And now the player does use Agnum Day to summon Lacrima and equip to it. And now he's going to special summon Ext to send a rank Xyz monster. So I guess he did this because he needed a level 4 monster on the field to trigger Ext on summon effect. Which, yeah, good play there. Now we Sword. Ext did get a search. Sorry, I did not see what he searched there. But now Geodrive is here. Effect to equip. Attach. I keep swapping it. Now he's going to use the effect to search. Obviously the field spot, and he most probably might search Sword, I think. Unless he did search. No, it's Sword. Oh wait, I did say Sword. My bad. Yeah, so I think he added node of X there. Activate the field spell, so now we can negate the nib here if the brand player did have one, because Geodrive does have a materia underneath. We're going to special summon node. And then I think we're obviously going to use node's effect, but I don't think we'll send... we have to send Geodrive for node's effect. So we're going to reborn Ryzeal monsters, reborning X. So now here, if we had nib, that would be a tough position for the Ryzeal player. We overlay into Detonator. Detonator here will use the effect to equip. Now here's the weird thing. I'm not sure, he sets a card, and I think here he is going to use the field spell to draw, but it was quite weird. I thought the Ryzeal player was going to end on a Detonator, obviously, but also an Abyss Dweller of some sort, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not a Ryzeal player. I think there should have been a good chance for him to end on a Detonator. Sure, he did. I think he normal summoned Sword there, so maybe that must have... maybe his hand was not good enough to end on a Abyss Dweller there. If you guys know Ryzeal combos really well, do let me know here if the Ryzeal player could end on a Abyss Dweller or bring it out of some sort. But Detonator with 3 materials sets a card, and he attempts to use... I think he's using the field spell. Is he? I don't know. Yeah, he has enough Ryzeal cards. Oh no. Okay, maybe I missed it there, but if he didn't, or did, whatever the case is. Brand player draws return. In main phase he goes Lightning Storm, which is good. We get rid of the field spell, and the set card is an Imperm. So boom, we get rid of that, which is totally cool. And now brand player. Yeah, guys, listen, when you play against Ryzeal, back row removal back row removal is really good. Obviously you need to be careful. It's the Fiendsmith variant. Maybe Desiree is on the field, but back row removal is really good against Ryzeal players, unless they play Solemn Judgments. Some Ryzeal decks, they do play the Solemns in the side deck. Solemn Strike is the most common one, but I don't know about Judgments. You never know. So we start off with the Fusion Deployment. Ryzeal player does go Lacrima, Chainlink 2. I don't think the brand player has any response to this. Maybe, no Bestial, but he is going to go Branded Opening as Chainlink 3. Sending Kit to Grave to summon Aluba, and Lacrima is going to summon Agnum Day, and we are going to summon Cartesia of Fusion Deployment. So Chainlink 1 Aluba here. I don't think the opponent has a response here. I think he's going to go Agnum Day. most probably. I don't know. We'll see what he does. I think here would be a good option to go. Okay, no, he's gonna go Veiler. This is interesting. Veiler on Aluba, even though the opponent does have Cartesia. So I think he's targeting Aluba here. Or maybe he's targeting Cartesia. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. So I think what happened was Chainlink 1 Aluba, Chainlink 2 Veiler, and then I think brand play is going Chainlink 3 Cartesia. Now the Ryzeal player will go Chainlink 4 Detonator, targeting Cartesia to... Oh, no. It was Chainlink 3 Agnum they to Reborn Desiree, then we responded with Cartesia, and now we're going to go Detonator to pop Cartesia, and I don't think we have any ways to fusion summon here, not enough material, so Aluba is going to get negated. But brand play does go Thrust, which is a pretty good draw, and Ryzeal player doesn't use Ash Blossom here, most probably because he doesn't have it, but he does use Desiree to negate Thrust. But surprise, surprise, Branded player already had Branded Fusion in his hand. So yeah, no Ash Blossom, so we are going to pop off. Remember, Detonator is the only issue here. It does have Eclipse Twin in as material, so yeah, Desiree used. Now it's just Detonator with 2 pops there. Send Albaz and Rebellion's going to Albion. Albion effect will be Chainlink 1. We don't have any cards in our hand, so that is a bit troublesome. So we can't go into Rebellion because we don't have a card to discard. So most probably you could go into Grand Gugnol or Rinbrum. What else is there? We could go into Titan Clad Azul. So yeah. Let's see how it goes here. Chainlink 1 Albion, Chainlink 2 Detonator, targeting Albion to pop. So yeah, Albion gets popped. Even we don't use opening to protect it. But we are going to banish Albion and we're going to banish Albaz. So we're going straight for Mirror Jade. The Starlight Mirror Jade over there, people. Now here I think the brand player is going to try attempt to go to battle phase. Yeah, battle phase. Declare an attack on Detonator. Now Eclipse Twin will trigger here. Yeah, I think it should. Yeah, it should trigger here. It's going to target Detonator and Duo Drive. Summon Duo Drive summon Detonator attaching Duo Drive to it. On summon Detonator will attempt to attach a material from grave to itself. And yeah, what happened here, the brand player was trying to go it was Chainlink 1 Detonator. Brand player tried to go Chainlink to Mirror Jade to banish, but this all is happening in the damage step. So yeah, brand player cannot trigger Mirror Jade just yet. So unfortunately, this will resolve. So I guess he should have used Mirror Jade to banish the Detonator first before anything else. But anyways, now on resolution, Chainlink 1 Mirror Jade, sending Titan Clad and Chainlink 2 Detonator, targeting Mirror Jade to pop. Brand player does decide to use opening to protect. And yeah, Detonator is supposed to be banished. I'm not sure if there was like Judge was just checking something there, but yeah, Detonator does get banished. But unfortunately, the opponent does still have Desiree on the field. But what happened was end of main 2, Ryzeal player did have Bestial Magnum targeting the Rinbrum, unfortunately. So no graveyard effects for us. Well, based on the fusions, I mean. But we do have Cartesia. Yeah, Cartesia will add itself to hand. But yeah, Bestials. Yeah, guys. The Ryzeal players had lots of Bestial in his hand, which was cooking the main phase 3 effects that the branded player could have. So yeah, Magnuma does add Bowdrake in end phase, and branded player passes for turn. So yeah, we have Desiree. We summon special summon Sword because we do have a Ryzeal name in the graveyard. I think that's how you summon Sword. Yeah, that's right. We search X of Sword. Sequence is going to use the effect to equip, so now this boosts Desiree's attack as well. And unfortunately, Aluba is in defense, so if Desiree attacks Aluba, we're going to be taking a lot of damage there. Special summon X by sending Aggregator, Chainlink 1. No, we can't go X defect because we have these 2 bodies on the field. We summon what's his name? Whatever his name, the timeless dude. But yeah, brand player decides to scoop because I think what happened there that he was using the Verudas. Is that no, not Verudas. Drogaris, I think that's his name. I don't know, I'm butchering this name, but he used the rank 4xes to boost Desiree's attack, double it, and now he's just basically gonna attack Aluba, deal piercing damage, which is enough for game. Literally, I think Desiree was at 5,000-ish attack, so that was like 10k damage right there. So yeah, Ryzeal player did end up taking game number 2, so we're gonna hop on to game number 3, guys. Game number 3, branded player is going first. So let's see what hand traps the Ryzeal player has in store for the branded player. So in draw phase, obviously we're going to start with high spreads showing Albaz, because you never know where you're going to get hit with draw, so always go high spreads in the draw phase. Sending Titanic Clad, and we are going to add Cartesia. Okay, we're going to add Cartesia to hand. Now Cartesia effect to summon itself, and we're going to go chain link to opening, which our opponent does not chain full loss, so yeah, he does not have full loss in his hand. So chain link one Luba to get a search. And now we're going to go fusion, but no Ash Blossom. So the Ryzeal player opened no hand traps. Obviously, we don't know if he has Bestials in his hand yet. But yeah, no Veiler, no Ash, no Imperm. None of those. So fusion summon into Albion. And then Albion effect. And we're going to banish the Albaz. And oh no, we're going straight for Mirrorjet. We're going straight for Mirrorjet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 summons right there. We are vulnerable to Nibiru. So we summon Lubellion. Now, here's the weird thing. So on the summon of Lubellion, opponent goes Imperm. We don't use Cartesia, okay? Now the opponent goes Nibiru on resolution of all of that. I'm just thinking here, why not just go Nibiru? I'm not this Imperm was wasted. There was no reason for this Imperm. Should have just went Nibiru straight. That's it. That's all you had to do. But yeah, so okay, so Ryzeal player did have Imperm. Obviously not a good choice to use it on Luba because Cartesia was there. But there was no reason to use that Imperm. No reason. That was a wasted Imperm. Should have just used Nibiru. That's all you needed to do. So yeah, Branded player, I don't think he changed anything here. I think he lets it Nibiru resolve. Obviously, you could chain Cartesia to go into Grand Gugno if you wanted to, but I don't think the Branded player does this. Yeah, he just lets it resolve, which is totally fine. You could, even if you summon Grand Gugno, it's going to be sent to grave. You won't get an on summon effect. But amazingly, Branded player did open Nadir Servant. So this Branded player's hand was absolutely cracked. Even if the opponent had Ash Blossom for fusion, Nadir Servant was going to help him play a bit further. So we go Nadir Servant saying Garura, and we're going to search Maximus, and we're going to get a search of Garura, obviously. Hopefully we draw into something good, Hopefully we also get to see what he draws into, depending on this camera angle. So draws, okay, we don't see what he draws into, but now he's going to use Maximus effect, obviously. He's going to banish Garura for cost, summon itself, and then Maximus effect. So yeah, Ryzeal player is going to send Desiree and Agdam Day, and we are sending Grand Gugno, and I'm not sure what I saw. Oh, Renbrum. Grand Gugno and Renbrum. So yeah, I guess the reason why the Branded player did not use Cartesia as chain link to Nibiru is because he was planning on sending Grand Gugno off Nadir. So yeah, that's fair. On resolution, chain link 1 Desiree to send Maximus, shuffling back Agdam Day. And now I think the Branded player is going to attempt, I think he sets a card. He sets a card, and I think he's going to attempt to go to end phase here. Okay, yeah, okay, so no bestials from our opponent. So we're going to resolve with Albion the Branded, we set Branded Banishment here. So we're going to have a way to reborn Mirrorjade. And then I think that's pretty much it. Cartesia will add itself to hand as well. We don't have that Titanic Clad because it was banished now, unfortunately. And for fusion summon, so Cartesian hand, a banishment, and an unknown set card. We also have Renbrum in the graveyard, so we can summon Albaz. So opponent Ryzeal player starts off with Bonfire, searching X. Now let's see where it goes. Does he have access to engrave? Yeah, he has engrave in his hand. He's going to search tracked effect, going to summon Lurry, which is going to give us the chance to trigger Grand Gugno's effect, but let's see what happens. So summon, okay, so Brand player on resolution of Lurry summon effect, he's going to go Grand Gugno, which is going to summon Quem from the deck. Now I don't know if the Brand player was playing 1 Quem or 2 Quems. I don't know what he's playing, guys, but we'll see how it goes. Quem is going to, I think he dumps Branded Retribution. It looks like a trap card. I think he Foolish Burial, Branded Retribution to give him access to his Branded Fusion. So on resolution of that, his opponent does go Renbrum to summon Albaz, which doesn't get interrupted. Summon Albaz discard Cartesia using the Lurry. Going to Albion, chaining 1 Albion, chaining to Quem. I think he targeted Mirrorjade here. Yeah. Oh no, targeted Cartesia, and then Albion is going to fusion summon, so he banishes Albaz and Quem to go into Masquerade. Oh yes, guys, because we were under time, 1 minute and 45, so Masquerade is here. So now the Ryzeal player is going to be under a bit more stress here, because now he's going to be taking damage. So here on summon of X, I think he's going to go chaining 1X, chaining to Aggregator, target Masquerade, taking 1200. I think, oh no, he doesn't use X defects. I think he only used Aggregator. So yeah, only takes 600 damage, but yeah, 600 damage there. So now here's the thing. Ryzeal players do play Gaga Magician, the rank 4, which can burn you for 800. So if the Ryzeal player can summon Gaga and use its effect, he can actually take this game. So the brand player needs to be careful. So he took 600. If the Gaga comes, it burns at 800. It's the Ryzeal player's game for sure. So yeah, moving on. Opponent then normal summons. Yeah, normal summon ice. Effect here is going to special summon sword. Sword effect is going to get search. I think he searches Nodia. No, searches an ice Ryzeal, which can special summon itself by sending a card from hand to grave. Alright, cool. So now here, guys, yeah, engraver effect. Going to summon itself. So now we're going to see what. Remember, he can go into Chaos Engine here because this is a level 6 and that's his level 4. Oh, no. So he enters battle phase first. He's going to get rid of Cartesia. He doesn't want Cartesia to activate effective fusion. Branded player doesn't use Cartesia here. I guess because he, yeah, I guess he didn't want to do anything there. He lets him enter battle phase. It's fine, totally valid. I mean, you do have banishments. I don't know what this set card is here as well. Now, main phase 2. So now, listen, we're in main phase 2 now. So now the Ryzeal player has to do what he can to either burn enough damage for game. That's what's going to happen here. So we're under, it's time, call on the round. So let's see what he does. So now, I think he's going to XC summon. Yeah, guys, you can see there, Gaga Cowboy. Oh, it's Gaga Cowboy. My bad, guys. So Gaga Cowboy. Oh no, that's the Gaga Cowboy is in the Ryzeal player's extra deck. I think it was his side deck card, but yeah, it's there. So summon Duo Drive. I think he's going to use the effect to search here. Or is he going to use the effect to equip? I think it's the effect to equip. Oh, we have... Okay, so the set card is actually Xyz Encore. So Xyz Encore, what it does is you target Xyz monster, you return that Xyz monster to the extra deck, and then its materials, you put them on the field but negates the effect. I think it does something like that. But the whole point is it basically bounces the Xyz monster. So on the summon of Duo Drive, I think using the effect to equip, we go chain link to Encore. Or, I mean, you could use it on the effect to search as well. But yeah, just bouncing that Duo Drive, summon those two bodies. And it also reduces the monsters that were the materials underneath the Xyz levels by 1. So now these are 2 level 3. So they cannot be used for rank 4 Xyz. Now, Ryzeal player does summon Ice by sending Engraver. And now here, he is going to overlay. Overlays into Gaga Magician. So he's going to try to go for the burn damage. But brand player does go Banishment, targeting Mirror Jade, summon it, doesn't fusion summon, but he is going to go Mirror Jade, effect to banish, sending Rebellion, and getting rid of the Gaga, and that secures him the game, because Ryzeal player does not have any way to burn for game, and yeah, because the brand player did deal 600 damage to opponent, he takes the game. So yeah, guys, that was the gameplay for this round 11 at the YCS Birmingham, Branded versus Ryzeal Fiendsmith. Yeah, so guys, that was the gameplay. It was pretty impressive watching this. I remember sitting and watching this, and I was like so stressed. I needed this branded player to win this match, and amazingly, he did actually. And he also came top 32. So this was amazing. It was really nice to see Branded being shown as a feature match, and you know, just Branded being represented as well. Shout out to this guy. You know, well played from him. I think unfortunately in this game, I'm not sure if was it this game or the previous game 2, like the Ryzeal player. I don't know why he couldn't bring out Abyss Dweller as well, but you know, he managed to win that, so it didn't really matter. And in this game, he had to play through all our interruptions, even though we did get hit with Nibiru. We didn't get hit with Ash though, but yeah, that Imperm could have been saved, to be honest. If he saved that Imperm, yeah, if he actually saved that Imperm, because remember, if you do remember, what happened was, where's this? What happened here, not here? Yeah, in this case, let's say the opponent kept the Imperm in his hand, right? In this situation, now we're going Grand Gogno, we're going to summon Quem, and then we go Rinbrim. Yeah, Rinbrim here, send that, and then we're going to go Albion effect, chaining to Quem, you know, do its whole thing, you see what he fusions into, and then, actually no, it doesn't really matter what I'm talking about, he's still going to take 600 damage here, but yeah, honestly, okay, forget what I was saying. I thought he could have saved that Imperm for Masquerade, but he's still going to take damage there. But yeah, guys, listen, that was a gameplay. Shout out to this guy. Unfortunately, no deck list, but we do know he's running the Neo package, Proskinion, and Quiritus in his extra deck. I don't think, this is not a 60 card build. This must be between 40 to 50. But yeah, guys, listen, Branded can still top. This is also a Branded deck that wasn't playing any lock. Okay, so any guys out there who are saying Branded is just about the lock, man, shut your mouth. This deck won with no lock, just pure Branded engine. That's it. So shout out to this guy, honestly, representing Branded, and honestly, Branded best deck, guys. But yeah, guys, that's the video I wanted to show you guys. branded, just being represented at the YCS. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any comments about this matchup as well, do let us know in the comments down below. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers, see you in the next one.